Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Noise and welcome back to Material Energy Cubed. In the last episode, we tried to take on the dungeon some more and got wrecked by a zombie. So we came back up here and we're doing some stuff, trying to figure out a way to take care of those guys. And I looked online. I kind of understand how the poly tool works, but I'm not going to deal with it. It could be good, I guess, but it also is kind of meh in my eyes, so we're going to throw that back in there. By the way, I have my AE system compressing cobblestone, because we need a lot more cobblestone than we have. I also set up another cyclic assembler, which is also getting the compressed cobblestone and feeding the double compressed. So that's making things go a little bit faster. I told my AE system to go ahead and make a whole bunch of, I don't even know how much I told it to make, but I told it to make a whole bunch of the the compressed cobblestone, quadruple. So yeah, our base is being powered pretty easily by all this stuff. We have a whole bunch of stuff down here. I want some of this Kurubactin, or however you say it, the watermelon stuff. We're going to use some of this stuff because something I saw that we need to start looking into, and I actually have it over here, that's going to help us get through the dungeon, is these two elements. So aspirin and testosterone. So if we drink testosterone, we get speed 2, strength 2. So that's good. Aspirin gives us regeneration 2. So neither of those is super long effects. I believe you can coat things. So we might want to put our pork chops and coat them with both aspirin and testosterone, but I'm not sure about that. Maybe just the testosterone. So I have over here, still in this chest, I have the chemist journal, and that has both the recipes. So all you have to do, we've done this a little bit before, but all you have to do is open it up and decide what you want. Let's make aspirin first, because that's going to be more important, I think. And it just takes a bunch of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. So let's just grab a bunch, and you know what, we're going to cycle this stuff. Oxygens, and I have some carbon here. Not too much, but we just dump all this stuff in here, and we can pull out a bunch of aspirin. We don't have enough carbon, so let's get some more carbon. And yeah, carbon is the big one on this guy. This is why we're using it for our power. So that should be 49 aspirin. That should be good. And then if we take this back and then do testosterone, put that in there, and that takes a lot more carbon. So we'll just get whatever we can out of this and get some testosterone. So that's just hydrogen, oxygen. We'll use that stuff later. But you guys get the idea. So that is something we're going to try today. But before we do that, there's a couple other things. First of all, I finally lit up the top of this guy with just normal glowstone. So we should be able to finally, if I connect it back, we should be able to store it. And then if we come down here and look, our gravestones are down there. So all I want to do is I'm going to grab a what's going to be the best? So let's grab an ender pearl or a few, and let's also grab some water. I guess I don't have any water. I do have 109 buckets. Wow, I have a lot of buckets. So let's grab a bucket of water and go get our stuff. This is kind of cheese, because technically you're supposed to go back through the area, but I mean I can close them out. The gravestones don't disappear when you do this, so that's why you want to do this. So let's just get down here. I don't have any blocks. Hopefully I don't need any. I'm not so worried about that gravestone, but this gravestone I can't get. Oh man. Alright, so let's nope. That didn't work. That doesn't work. Alright, let's... Oh my god, this is just bad. Alright, I'm gonna stop at the ender pearls because that's not working at all. Unless we come back here and do something like that. I'm gonna take some aspirin. And you can see how good the aspirin is. It is regen 2, so it's pretty quick. It's not regen 4, which is the notch apples type stuff. Oh my god, it's so slow to swim up this thing. I don't think there's anything I can do about that, which is kind of a bummer. Oh, okay, I can swim right on the edge, and that's a little bit better. Alright, so we're going to keep that there. I'm trying to think of what might be a better way. So we're going to need some blocks. What else are we going to want? We're going to want something that we can easily get back up here with. Is there a potion of like swift swim or something like that? That'd be kind of cool. Don't think so. We can get light speed, but that's not really going to be doing too much for us. So let's just come down here. And once again, we can get our stuff. We can just pillar up. Now you do have to watch out for these gravestones. They do tend to spawn skeletons. Specifically skeletons without anything, no bow or armor or anything like that. So let's put our armor back on. And yeah, this is our stuff. So let's kind of organize our inventory a little bit. I can take the golden bag of holding. There is so much stuff in here. And let's just put a bunch of this stuff in here. Lava tank, yep, there's all of that stuff. All that really good stuff. And let's see, axe and our shovel. Alright, cool. So just take something like this, and we need to go get the other one. This one shouldn't have as much in it, but it's going to be more of a pain to get just because it is higher up. I can't quite reach it yet, so let's go a little bit higher. But no, so one of the things that I've been kind of neglecting that I want to talk about today, because I want to get started on that. Let's see, map, waypoints, delete. Cool, so it looks like we got everything. Now we just have to get out of here. And can I... Nope. You know what? Just fall back down and do something like that. So one of the things I've been neglecting, and my kind of reasoning has been, we'll get to it later, is we need to get experience. So I made a mistake. Alright, there we go. We need to get experience, and there is a kind of cheesed way to do that. Technically it is part of the game, but it is also kind of not. And that's what we're going to start working on today as well. We'll go back to the place in a moment. First, I want to kind of put all this stuff away. Clean out all this. Let's grab, I don't need quite all of this. Power 2 bow, I'll keep. Ladders, torches, arrows. Alright, cool. So the way we're going to do this is we are going to make a bee. Now, I know we've done a lot of bee stuff before, but this is going to be a little bit different. Let's see, I need a scoop. I've already taken out the industrious queens because they're not very useful for getting the combs and the honey that we need, but they are useful for the royal jelly, which we have a decent amount of now. We have like 30 or so, 41. So the thing we're going to be making is an Edenic queen. So if we look that up, ooh, I forgot I was in the terminal. Edenic queen, if I can spell it. This is an exotic and a tropical. Tropical is a hive bee, so that's easy enough. Exotic is an austere and a tropical, and austere is a modest with a frugal. Frugal is a modest with a fiendish or a sinister. And these, I believe, are... I need a sinister, which is a modest and a cultivated, or a tropical and a cultivated. Either way. So some of these are going to be pretty easy to do. I have a bunch of modest hives, so hopefully we can get some of this stuff pretty quickly. And let's see, what do we have? We have modest and one more modest, and then I have ignoble, which we might use. So we need to get austere, which is a frugal, so we need a sinister, so we need a modest and a cultivated, and I think I'm going to use the pristine for this. So let's come over here, unless we have a cultivated that's already, there's a queen. We have a whole bunch of cultivated drones, so we'll put these guys in here, and we'll get a sinister queen. And here is where things are going to get a little bit of annoying. So the sinister queen kind of likes the nether. I believe they need to be hellish climate, yeah. So we're going to need to get... So if I put this in here, it's going to be a hostile environment. So it's not going to do anything yet. There is some nether wart here, so it should be okay. But we're going to need a hell emulation upgrade. And basically all we have to do is just put that in there. And he'll start hurting me. Or she, rather, it's a queen. But they should die out fairly quickly. That's kind of the plan. So... oh hey, I have another modest ignobles, so that's good. Let's see if there's anything else we can make right now. The reason why we want the Edenic is they have a very specific property. I don't think it's gonna say, but if we can get them, then it's gonna make a couple of things super easy. So we need the austere, which is a modest, and a frugal. We'll have the frugal soon enough. We'll use ignobles for them just because. So we'll come back up and check them in a little bit. Let's get some combs going, and Seed oil is still going. The ethanol production down here was actually backed up a little bit. We had run out of saplings. But we have 58 buckets out of 256, so we're about a fifth of the way there. Not too bad. That area is so nasty. I hate that area so much. So we're gonna stay away from that. So let us let's see if the sinister bee is done. I'm not gonna worry too much about getting more. Oh, they don't have flowers. Well, they do. They just don't know it yet. So let's put this guy here and not die. We'll eat to heal a little bit. Let's quickly put them. I don't believe they have to be fully grown. So let's put all this stuff away. And we'll come back to this stuff as we go. So let us go ahead. We need to get our bow, which I put in here on accident. So power 2. Do I have any 3s? Nope. Alright, so power 2 bow. I do have a few of these. And I guess, well, let's go ahead and try to take on this area again, the dungeon. So the problem before was a zombie. Oh, I missed an area. Looks like a ghost bow as well. So I missed a little bit of an area. Let's F7. How much of it? How much is darkness? There's... Okay. I'm hitting F7. There's not actually any darkness over here. They just spawned because I guess they wanted to. Sometimes Minecraft will do that. It checks to see if things can spawn before it checks everything. It's hard to explain. Basically, Minecraft likes to it will try to spawn in a monster before it checks the light level sometimes. So in older versions of Minecraft, something that was kind of prominent would be you'd be breaking a spawner and you would have an area lit up, and if you were too close to a spawner and you broke blocks so that something could spawn, the game would actually try to spawn. It would try to spawn the mob before realizing that you already have it lit up. So it's hard to talk sometimes and concentrate on this game. But yeah, basically it would try to spawn something even though it was already lit up, and it would actually spawn the mob, and that was usually pretty bad. I had a zombie. So we're gonna have a little bit of fun down here. Once we find the ladder, we're gonna have to clear out the area a little bit. That's fine. So it looks like we had a zombie over here. Just some, little spiders. Nothing too bad. And looks like we have maybe the culprit right there. So I'm not too worried about the Enderman. I don't see anything else. So let's go ahead and eat our pork chop. I do want to take the testosterone. We have another bow. And now the fun part. No, there's one more area and then the fun part. So let's come down here. There's a spider here. Yeah, I had some zombie problems, it looks like. And yeah, that's one of those things. Minecraft could have spawned something there, but it was actually lit up. So this is actually kind of nice, having the testosterone. This is definitely going to help. We have zombies and we have witches. Both of these are not good. Oh my god. Okay, those guys hurt just a little bit. I really don't know what to do then. Because those guys hurt way too much. Are these guys done? They are. Cool. So we need to get some more mutagen, which means more redstone. Let's get 5 blocks. That should be more than enough for reducing. And we'll go get our stuff here in a little bit. We're going to do the same trick as before. So let's go ahead and close that. We're going to work towards getting some better gear before we take on that dungeon anymore. So we'll put the Sinisters in here. Let's get Modest. And I'm going to need one of those Sinisters, aren't I? I forgot. I didn't see the two, to be perfectly honest. So we have the mutagen. So Sinisters, that will give us a frugal. It is ignoble, but we only need it to die out once. And let's throw them in here. And it should go pretty quickly. And then once we have the frugal, they're going to be used to make the austere with a modest. So we'll use the pristine for that. My only question is, can I make any more hives? Okay, you can't make hives, but I can get them as rewards. So there is one method. So I have a tropical princess in here. So if I need to, I'm going to use the tropical. They need vines, I believe. So let's get our Beelizer. I'll go get my stuff, by the way, between episodes. So, cactus. We need to get a piece of sand and a cactus. This is kind of whatever. We'll put it here, because we don't need this guy anymore. And put the frugal in there, and it should not take too long for them to die out. Yeah, it's pretty quick. So let's go down here. I want to see, let's go ahead and get all of this honey. We'll take it down to the ethanol production. Watch our back over there. I really need to just go destroy all of that stuff. It's kind of served its purpose, but we'll put a bunch of honey in there. This guy will produce so much biomass, and then I was having the problem. The still was completely full, and all that, so it was backed up pretty nicely. Mostly just because I did run out of saplings in the hoppers. So I wonder how my mining thing is doing. I'm getting stuff. Nothing super good, but it's more important about just having it run and all that. So let's head back up. The frugal should be died out by now. Go ahead and put that. I'm gonna take 1 stack. Keep 1 stack on me. just for later when I go get my stuff. So it's only 40%. So once the frugal, Edenic, once the frugal is done, we will need to get modest and frugal to get the austere, austere and tropical to get the exotic. So pretty close. These guys produce so much, it's so nice. Let's put some stuff away. And wow, I am like out of cobblestone. But I have 100 quadruple. That's pretty good. So there is yet another sextuple, and it's still going. So let's see. Once we get that, we will be good to go with the compressed cobblestone. That is one of the last things we're gonna need. I should have another book somewhere. Quest. I can't spell. So let's take a look. We still need to go back to the nether and go to the nether artifact. That is swarming with withers though, so I don't really want to do that. We could get another legendary. Ooh, no, we can't get another legendary. We have, what, 9 bullions? We can get another epic. You know what, let's do it. Let's get some of these rewards. So there is a free loot bag. We'll get this one. I didn't mean to click that one. We'll do that later too, so it's okay. But we have a good and an epic. Ender pearls, ender red. That's not too bad. And then the epic is a time machine with a whole bunch of stuff on it. Those are actually really good if you want to do the bibliocraft stuff, but I never do. I have 5 buckets of resin ender. We should probably go ahead and dump those in here. That's what this is for. So yeah, if I take a look at the ore, I have some ore to process still. Do I have any combs to process? No. Cool. So, are you done yet? Almost. So I did process a bunch of the ores. I took them all out, and yeah, the mining is going just fine. So basically, I'm just waiting on the bees. So we need to go kill the dragon. That I'm waiting on for a couple of different things. The dragon area is terrifying. Alright, so let's get the austere. And we can put the frugal over here. Have another bee for my collection. So with the austere, we're so close. Let's go ahead and analyze it. Just because I don't know. Oh, it has the effect of creepers. So we're going to want to change that. What do we have? Species orange. I don't want that. So we can put that in there. We're going to want another genetic template and a gene. So genetic templates are pretty easy to make. But we want to have a gene. Species. Don't really care about the species unless there is. I didn't think to check. There is an exotic. I believe that's what we need to get the Edenic, isn't it? Exotic, yep. So we could have saved some. Actually, you know, we could save some time. Because I don't really have any. I don't really want to use it because it is a nasty effect. But I should have plenty of. I should have some bees that I could use. I have a pristine meadows, and plenty of commons. So you know what? Let's do it that way. I didn't notice that I had the exotic. I didn't look. So let's put this in here. Put the exotic in there. We'll need the 2 genetic labwares. And we'll put both these in here. And basically all it will do is change their species to exotic. And if you do this with the princesses and the drones, then it's a guarantee. That's all you're going to get. Otherwise, you can get some weird combinations because it doesn't change everything in the queen. So we now have an exotic princess. And if we take a look at the Beelizer, it is an exotic. But it keeps all of the Meadows stuff. So it's not a very good bee because it is a Meadows. So we don't actually need the cactus right now. And we also don't need this. So again, that's going to be an exotic. So we'll just do this. They will do their thing. And we'll have hostile environment. F7. Not F7. F3. Planes. Now these guys should be fine, but I guess... Do they need the... Let's take a look. Warm and damp. So they need it warm and damp, so I need a heater upgrade. And I need to have the there's another upgrade that I need to get. I have to remember what it is. It's not the heater, but it's the cooler. No, it's the opposite. It's the moistener, humidifier. So in order to make this, we're gonna need one of these again. So bronze gear. We need the humidifier. I really should put a lot of this on autocraft, but I didn't, so let's grab this. And we need more bronze, of course, so 10 copper. I have quite a bit of copper, so I'm not too worried about this. We can just come right over here, induction smelt, this, and we will get all the stuff we need. Now hopefully this is enough. I don't know that it will be, but we can see. So it looks like we need more. That's fine. Let's just grab more. What is it? So temperature normal. We'll need to increase both. So we'll need 2 more of the genetic things. So let's go ahead and make. It's not going to be good. Actually, we can do that, and we have gear. No. What gear is it gonna make if I tell it to? Oh, that's a better one. So we do something like this. We can encode that, and then we can encode that. Come down here, put it into our auto crafting. And I thought I put upgrades in there. So let's make pattern. Let's craft 10 of those. Don't actually know if it has all the stuff to make those. What does it involve? Maybe the glass. We don't have the glowstone. But that's okay. We can actually fix that. If we come over here I have some phosphorus, so let's grab this. And I think it's just one, yeah. So there's some glowstone for us. I don't remember where I saw all the glowstone deposits. I don't remember. So pattern, there we go. We need, let's do the upgrade. Let's grab 10. Just to make sure it's all the same code. Gold, actually we can probably just do the gold nuggets in here. I don't know if I'll need that, but it's good to have. And let's go ahead and make the upgrades automatic. So that should be that, and humidifier and code. So if we do all this, we should be able to get all of this taken care of. And I can tell the system to make, let's do 2 of each. I also want some pork chops. So I want those combs back. I don't know that there's any, don't tell me there's a better upgrade. There is probably, there's a jungle. That's probably what I want. Do I have any? I do. Let's see if this helps. Let's see if this works. And if I wasted all of my time. That's all I needed to do. Oh well. We have the heater upgrades if we ever want to use that. So there is that. So I think I would like to kind of show off what this does. But this is going to take a little bit, isn't it? Oh no, not at all. So let's go. We will waste some more time. Let's come back down here. Let's get more honey. We also got some phosphor, some refractory wax. That was from the simmering comb, which is from the sinister bee. That stuff is good for the phosphor. You can use to make lava. You can squeeze it to make lava. It's actually decent, depending on if you use sand or cobblestone. And then the refractory wax, the uses of that is to make the refractory capsules, which are capable of storing the hot liquids like lava and all that, whereas the normal wax capsules can't. So cool stuff, but not really anything we need, especially not at this point. So are my bees dead yet? Silky combs, but they're almost dead. So once they are, we'll put the tropical, and we will breed them with the exotic here in a second, and that'll make the Edenic. So, and that is what we want. Let's come over here. We'll put these bees in here. I've got the silky comb. I'm gonna go ahead and put, actually let's go ahead and put the bee in here just so you guys can see what it is that it does. So I'm gonna actually has it been, oh, it's a little bit different than it used to be. But what we can do is if we have an apiary, we can make an apiary anyways. What is it missing? We need a carpenter and all that fun stuff. We can do that. Do I have a carpenter? And we need, what, 8 logs. And basically all we have to do, because I think this will work faster. I'm not entirely sure on this. Also, sorry, I just kind of scooted up and got really close to the microphone. So let's head downstairs for a moment, because I don't have any apiaries, unfortunately, but that's okay. Let's put down our carpenter. We're gonna want some logs and some seed oil. Can I not? That's weird. Let's grab a capsule or something. Wax capsules. Yeah, so you see all the lava capsules. You can only do those with refractory wax. Otherwise, you just can't. It burns up. So I should be able to do this, hopefully. Yeah. So seed oil goes in there. Unfortunately, we lost a bucket, but we have almost 45 buckets worth. And this is going to make us the impregnated casing here in a moment. I can't remember, it does not take all of it. So if we get a little bit more, we can make more. But I'm not too worried about that. So we come back over here, put this in here, we'll make an apiary. And I do believe if we put the apiary right here and put the Edenic queen, if we look at it, by the way, it gives the explorer effect. Speed is the slowest. We're gonna want to change that. So if I don't let it get its stuff, if I don't let it basically process in the apiary, so if it doesn't have any flowers around, it won't actually do anything. But if I get a genetic template, I think this will help. Do I have any fast? Not lifespan. I want speed. Speed normal. That's better than what I have. So we combine those. Put that in there. This is pristine, so it won't, nothing bad will happen to it in here, but I can make its speed normal, and this should speed up things. If you didn't notice, there was something very subtle that happened when it was in the apiary over here, and I'm hoping to speed that up just a little bit, because otherwise it's going to be a pain. It's going to be a pain regardless, but it could be a little bit better depending on its speed, I think, is what the factor is. So now it has a normal speed. Don't care about pollination, I believe. So we just put it in here. And it's not going to be able to do anything. But if you look at my experience bar, we're getting experience. I might look into what affects this. If it is the pollination, then I'll probably make another gene template and convert it again. But I'm not entirely sure. But anyways, this bee gives experience. So we just got a level. And we can, the reason why I put it over here is I can just stand on here and put experience in here and AFK and fill this drum up. Or I can just, you know, is it not going to work? It's not going to work. It used to be that you could, there was a bug that this guy would work regardless. That doesn't seem to be the case anymore. So I'm going to have him over here with his flowers and all that fun stuff. But as long as I stand here, I will get the effect. And I shouldn't lose them or anything like that. It's pristine. All of the genes, as long as I affect the queen, will be just fine. And I'll get combs from them and all of that fun stuff. So I'll look into what the what speeds this up, if it is possible to make it go a little bit faster to get levels. And if that is the case, then I'll do it. But otherwise, just AFKing here will let me get a whole bunch of levels, which is going to let us enchant our armor and also fill up that drum over there. So that is going to be it for today. I'm going to go get my stuff off camera and get some levels and, like I said, do the research. And next time we will actually finish that dungeon and look forward to potentially going to the end. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!